Good morning, beautiful people. How's it going? Look at that. Lots of snow here today. I know you folks in East Coast Canada, you're saying that's not a lot of snow. But for us here, yes it is. It's a lot of snow. And it's cold. As you can see, folks, I got my truck cleared off. But my wipers are frozen onto the windshield. So crappy. Look at that snow. I hate snow. Good evening, folks. Oh my. I've been trying to get to the phone all day to finish my video. First chance I had. It's when I'm leaving, and it is minus 23, and with the windshield chill, it's minus 28. Oh, but thank God we haven't seen minus 50 yet this year. All good things. Oh my. But yeah, she's been a cold one today. We were spoiled, right? Not getting the cold temperatures, and now it's like freeze the knickers off ya. Oh my, it's so cold. But like I said, we haven't had minus 50. Yahoo! Well, I hope everyone is having a wonderful weekend with your family, and you're enjoying spending time with your loved ones. Oh, look at this bozo now. Like, really? He's probably saying, what's she doing, video? Now he's gone ahead. Yeah. Gone right ahead. Yeah, there you go. Bye. So, yeah, it's, I hope everyone is having a wonderful weekend, like I said, with your families, and enjoying your time with your spouses and your kids. And enjoy that special time if you got grandkids. Oh, my, I tell you, it's nothing like grandkids, eh? Oh man, I just love my granddaughter. She came in this week to the store, and she said, she seen me, and she ran up to me and she says, oh, grandma, I found you. And I lift her up in my arms and that, and she gave me a kiss, and she said, guess what, grandma? I said, what? And she said, my mommy and daddy are getting married, and I'm going to be the flower girl. I said, oh, you are? Now, usually, you know, the wedding comes before the kid, but unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, because she is just the sweetest little girl. I just love her to pieces. I wouldn't trade her for nothing in the world. She is my pride and joy. I just absolutely love her. And I was saying today to somebody, when you see your children become parents, and it's just so awesome when they're doing everything right, you know. Like, I mean, she's their only child, and she's 4 now, and she could very well be a spoiled little bratty, but my son, he don't put up with no bull, and no, he don't. He says, Catherine. He growls, and she's like, she'll try to go for comfort to her mother, and if I'm there, she'll come to me, and like, we says nothing, right? We just, like, I bites my lip. I just, yeah. Because, I mean, you know now your granddaughter. Oh my, but he is so good with her. I'm so proud of him. He is a really wonderful dad to his daughter. He's absolutely wonderful, and I'm so proud. And yeah, it's I'm looking forward to their wedding. I didn't think a couple of years ago it would happen, but you know, for me, because we had a disagreement and things were so dim. But I'm going to tell you, folks, you're in a situation where things look hopeless. Don't give up. Just don't give up. Just keep pressing on and praying to God. You know, He'll answer prayers. And He certainly answered a big one there. And I'm just so glad to be able to see my son getting married and watching my beautiful little granddaughter walking down the aisle as the flower girl is just going to be so priceless. It's what it's all about, folks, is family, right? Your kids. And if you're lucky enough, you're still with your spouse, treasure that. Oh my. Treasure it, right? I have to say, though, give credit where credit is due. When this past October, I'm sure most of you know, but I was out on a break, having a coffee break, and I was just out sitting in my truck, and when my break was up, I got down out of my truck, and when I put my foot to hit the pavement, everything went black. I couldn't see a thing. Got myself across to the store and across the parking lot. I've worked here for 20 years. I kind of know my way, I guess. Hoping and praying that no one was going to bang into me. But I got inside the store and I went up to got in through e-com and got up the aisle and called out to my coworker, and I said, Nabila, I can't see. So she comes running and she took me up to the pharmacist, and the pharmacist took my blood, and when she took it, I was at 28. And she started a bit panicking, and she wanted to call an ambulance, and I said, no, I'm not going to ambulance. I'm not paying that $400 ride. And so we called over Melissa, and Melissa called her dad. This is my ex-husband, folks, and within about 5 minutes he was here. And he took me downtown to the hospital. And stayed waiting around until after I saw the doctor, and I The doctor had put me on an insulin drip to bring down my blood sugar levels. And it was a couple hours, and he was there with me, waiting to bring me home. And over the course of a couple weeks, and he was there for me every time I had to go downtown and do some banking business or whatever. He was there to help out. So, you know, divorces are ugly. Do I wish things were different? Yeah, I do. It's not something that I had wanted. I never did ever want it. As many of you have heard probably before, I was divorced for 2 months before I even knew I was divorced, because I was not served no paperwork. But that being said, you know, I'm thankful that I always said I would rather have him in my life as a friend than not have him there at all. And that means more to me because he's the father of my children, and he's the grandfather of my granddaughter, and it means a lot, right? And you know, when you might not be there, but you know, I know he's someone that I can count on to help me out if I'm ever in a tight squeeze like that. And it means a lot. So, you know, if you're out there, don't give up on your family, right? People get divorced and they can't stand one another or whatever. I mean, it's foolishness. Especially if you have kids, you have to find a way. Especially when you have beautiful grandbabies coming. You find a way and you work through it. And sometimes you just gotta lay down what was and just forgive and just let it be. And let God work it out and fix it up. And I'm going to say one of the things, and I said it to someone this week, because for years I lived in pure hatred of the one he left me for, and someone would mention her name, I would throw a fit. I would be so upset. And mention where she was from or whatever, or the state she was from, I was like, oh man, I used to just get livid. And you know, I got to the point where I just couldn't live that way no more. It wasn't who I was. But in the meantime, I mean, this person had come and orchestrated the divorce, and like my ex had never went and filed anything, never went and done anything, or never. He had gone to see a lawyer, but he never pursued nothing. And this woman made her way up from the U.S. and planked her butt here in Fort McMurray, and went to the lawyer and just got papers going. And my own lawyer, he said, Shelley, if it's any consolation to you, this was not done at your ex's hands. It was done through the other one. And well, this woman was like 4 times married and divorced and was moving on to my husband, and yeah, he became her 5th husband. Yeah. So, needless to say, I was living in so much turmoil. And last year, I'll never forget, I just went for a walk over, it was New Year's Day or the day after, and I went for, oh buddy, turn down your bright lights, my goodness. Went for a walk in the trails here, and I don't think there's any need of that, bright lights like that. Anyway, getting off my thought. I had gone for a walk over in the trails, and I just said, Lord, I just can't do this no more, you know. I don't want to be this vengeful person. And I said, from now on, I'm not going to ask why, God, why, because every day I was saying, like, why, God, why? Why couldn't you stop it? Why couldn't you do something? You're God. You could have done anything. Like, why? And I just said, Lord, I'm just going to leave it alone. And you know what's best? I don't understand. But I'm not going to ask why no more. And I'm not going to say it's been easy, folks. Oh my, it hasn't been easy. There's been times I've gotten very close to asking why, God, why. And especially when October had come around and all that happened, it was right there, and I kept saying, no, I am not asking why, God, why. I'm not going to say nothing. I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm not asking. And I have to say, the past couple months, it's been very difficult. I'm just now, in the past couple weeks, really starting to see. And I still don't drive very far. I drive from my place of work to my home, which is like about a minute and a half's drive. 2 minutes. And I can see good, not bad. Except for when you got bright lights like that shining in your eyes. Anyway, I have found over the last little bit that I'm okay. Like, you know, I'm glad he's in my life as a friend. I'm not crying and being upset all the time. I don't find that. So I find that I'm really starting to heal. So, you know, folks, that being said, I just want to say, don't give up. No matter where you are, we all reach different points in our lives, right? Some of us, and I'm one of them, takes a lot longer than others. I'm just that type of person. Someone does something to me, like, look out. It takes me a while to get past things. I'm not an easy person. I really have to work on forgiveness. Vengeance is the Lord's; He will repay. And I could be a very vengeful person. I am so far from perfect. I'm going to tell you, I'm just. It takes a lot for me. And all I can say is, thank God I'm not where I used to be. It's a really hard road sometimes, you know. But we got to keep pressing on. Keep moving forward. And don't let the devil win, right? He likes to win. He likes to cause havoc in our lives, and it's not worth it, folks. It's not worth it. When my granddaughter was born, I was really, really excited. I'm going to tell you, when my son and future daughter-in-law came to my house and they give me a little gift thing, and I said, what's this? And he said, open it. And I did, and in it was this little onesie. It says, I'm gonna be grandma. And I'm like, what? You're pregnant? Oh, wow. And I was so excited. And I said, I'm going to be Grammy. I'm going to be Grammy. I was so excited because my kids, in my husband's family, or ex-husband's family, I should say, his parents were Grammy and Granddad. And his father's parents before were Grammy and Granddad, and it was something that on that side of the family, it was something that was a special thing, I said, oh, I'm gonna be Grammy. And he said, no, Mom, you can't be Grammy. And I said, yes, I am. And he said, no. He said, you can't be Grammy. And I said, why not? I said, I'm Grammy. He said, no. He said, Dad is Granddad. And he said, and Wanda, that's his new wife, is Grammy. And I said, no, she's not. She's no blood. She's nothing. And he said, well, he said, Mom, he said, that's who Dad's married to. And he said, they're both together, so they're Grammy and Granddad. And I said, no. I said, I'm Grammy. And he said, no, you're not. He said, you have to pick some other name. But he said, you can't be Nanny either. And I said, I can't be Nanny. He said, no. He said, that's Ashley's mom and dad. They're Nanny and Poppy. And then they're like, well, what am I going to be? And he said, well, you can be Oma. I said, no. I said, I'm not Oma. I said, my sister's Oma, but I'm not Oma. Well, my sister wasn't Oma at the time, but she is now. But he said, well, he said, with your Dutch background, he said, you can be Oma. And I said, no. I said, I'm Grammy. And he said, not our choice. He said, yeah, you know, he said, this was done. And I had to say he was very understanding. And I just decided in there when, after I seen her, oh my goodness, when they brought her down. It was Christmas when they brought her down, and I just thought, oh, never, I don't care what I'm called. I really don't care. I just want to be in this little girl's life, and she is so sweet. Nothing matters. I don't care. You know, she can call me anything she wants to call me. But she calls me Grandma. And I'm happy with that. She is just so precious and so sweet. And folks, I'm going to tell you, all them little things is not worth. This evening, I wish every one of you who's watching this video, I wish you all a wonderful evening and a wonderful weekend. Stay warm wherever you are, and God bless, and take care of one another. Love each other. That's the most important thing, is love one another. If you're out and about over the weekend, you see someone you don't know, smile and say hello. You never know what they could be going through, and you could be the very sunshine in your day. Anyway, folks, take care. God bless. God willing, we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.